Good afternoon, Tom McKeown from www.yourtruechange.com. Back to the 5 spot, Wednesday, May the 15th. Today's episode, we're going to go over the top of 5 ways to impress your boss. Very important. Being in the workforce, obviously, there's no better way to advance your career than to advance and be in a good relationship with your boss. And I'm going to put out some unconventional ideas to dispel some of the myths. Some of them are going to be pretty common, but let's read a little bit deep here. The first one, of course, is going to be go above. Now, this just does not just mean work harder, stay late, outperform everybody else, right? You really want to take your job description and you want to do things outside of your job description that you also identify can help your boss, right? So if you're let's say, for example, you're in charge of cleaning, one part of the store, and you see another employee that's, in charge of merchandising, and they only do half the job, and the boss at the end of the day needs, somebody else to do that, and you see them about to do it, you go and you offer and you help. So this is what I mean. Really adopt that mindset of your boss, of what they have to think by looking at the entire operation. Whether you're running a law office, whether you're running a retail store, it doesn't make a difference. And really go above and beyond. Number 2, view your employment as a partnership with your boss, not as a job. Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful to your boss or to consider your boss to be on the same level as you. Obviously, they're your superior. But if you address your boss by their first name, get comfortable with them, and show to them that you're on their level as far as their way of thinking, you're up to their standards, up to their par, they're going to start to look at you more as a peer than they are as an employee. Bosses often don't want to look at you. This is what most people don't realize. Most people in management do not want to look at their employees as inferiors. They'd rather gain the respect of their inferior because they feel more comfortable themselves, right? So if you go and you gain that respect of your boss by going to show he or she that you have the same mindset, looking out for the scope of your job, just like they do, chances are they're going to look at you as a peer, and you guys are going to be kind of on-the-job friends, if you know what I mean, and you're not going to have to worry about kind of the more cliche boss-to-employee relationship. If you, of course, that is if you gain respect from the boss, which we'll get to in a second. Number 3, offer help always. Sounds cliche once again, but here's the reality. I don't mean, go and offer the boss help all the time. What I also mean is offer to help your fellow employees and other people that you feel you can contribute and learn. Don't only focus on your job. You want to be well liked and well respected throughout the operation and throughout the organization. So if you're always offering help without expecting anything in return, chances are karma's going to come back and pay you big. You're not going to see it right away. So you might not, but you will see it with time. So always offer to help everybody in the operation. Say, oh, well, can I help you? Of course. Let me see what I can do. Always be open. Don't be closed. Don't be in it for just you. Trust me, this will put you on your boss's absolute A+ list if they see you helping others without expecting anything in return. 4, this is the most important thing here. The biggest misconception is everybody wants to be liked by their boss, liked by their coworkers, and a lot of times people are not liked. But here's the ironic thing. That is not necessarily a bad thing. You don't have to be liked. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's better that you're not liked. The key is to be respected, okay? Be respected. It's really, really, really important to be respected as opposed to liked. Would you rather somebody, want to go out and have a beer with you and, tell you about their personal problems, okay, but not really, not vouch for you when the time comes, and not really, tell the boss that, you're one of the, main influencers? Or would you rather somebody who, doesn't really talk to you, doesn't really show a lot of emotion, maybe even kind of a jerk, kind of a dick sometimes, but when the review comes, they say, yeah, that guy or that gal, they do a damn good job. What would you rather? So it's important to be respected by your peers and by your boss, not necessarily liked. Just because the boss doesn't like you does not mean that they don't respect you. Okay, so a lot of people, they go off about what an asshole the boss is, but the reality is that, you know what, you guys just weren't meant to be friends. But you know what, if the boss respects you, okay, and thinks that you do a good job, what would you prefer? Okay, and of course, 5, always ask, how can I get better? How can you get better at doing what you do? You always want to be focusing on improving yourself. One key that I think Jim Rohn said was that, formal education is how you start to make a little bit of money, right? But a self-education, that's where you make the real money. If you're always looking to improve, but it's based on your initiative, not some class, not some course, not some seminar, not some masters. It's on your initiative. When your boss sees that, okay, they're going to talk to upper management. Trust me, it's going to go viral. Stay consistent with it with time. You're going to be a rock star and on your boss's A-list. And, next thing you know, you're going to be a boss yourself. Or, maybe you'll be their boss, right? Or maybe you'll have the option, like me, and say, you know what, I could be a boss, but I'd rather be my own boss, not really deal with employees, and really the only thing I want to be a boss of is my own life and my own career, not really any one person. So all those options will open up to you if you follow those 5 top things, as far as impressing your boss. So signing off, Tom McKeown, YourTrueChange.com, the top 5 spot. Thanks for listening.